Welcome to today's interactive session. So today's interactive session is primarily to explain the sequences for the next month. So we will cover all the practices which are being planned for the month of October. So this interactive session is intended to cover up all those practices. So we start here. Inhale, take the arms sideways up, join at the top. Exhale, bring to center of the heart. So you can see the Namaskar Mudra. The first important point that I want to show is when you bring the hands to center of the heart, it should be like this. You can see where the hand comes. It should not be like this. Keep the palm in the middle of the heart pressed so that you get a proper Namaskar Mudra. Then close your eyes, take an inhalation. Keeping the legs together. You can see the toes and heels are touching. So do not keep your legs when you are doing Namaskara. Keep it closed inwards so that your toes and heels are touching. Inhaling, arms up, exhaling, heart. Close your eye, take inhalation. Oh. Together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamasko ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Inhaling, take the hand straight up through the center. When you exhale, down through the sides to Samastiti. Now, this month, the loosening practices are mixed loosening practice. So, it will contain some part of the standing, some part of the sitting, some part of the sleeping. All these practices are mixed this month. So, I start with little standing. Then we'll go like that. Okay, start with slow jogging at your own place. Those who want to practice along with me can practice. This video is being recorded. It will be there on our channel also. So watch this video before you start the next month's practice. Then go to quick running. So when you run fast, like that. Again, slow running. Breathing is done only through the nose. Don't breathe through mouth. Relax. After doing that, keep your feet shoulder distance away. Bring the arms in front. Fist close. Wrist rotation. 1, 2, 3. Just a second. 4, 5. Opposite side. 1, 2. Wrist rotation. 3, 4, 5. Hands on your shoulder. Rotate your shoulder blades. 1. Inhalation and exhalation. 2. Observe your breath. 3. 4. So when I take the elbow up, I'm inhaling. 5. I'm checking opposite side. 1. 2. Inhaling, then exhaling. 3. With awareness. 4. One more round. 5. Put the hands down. Arm rotations, both the arms together rotate. 1, 2, using the momentum. 3, 4, 5. 1, opposite side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then bring the hands on waist. Push the hip gently. Rotate the hip. 1. 2. I inhale when it goes back, exhale when it comes front. 3, 4. One more round. 5. Once you finish here, change. 1. Otherwise, the breath will not match, correct? 2. So I inhale, exhale. 3. I'm trying to push all sides. 4. Whatever I can do at this moment. One more round. 5. Now, my hand was in the side. Now what do? I move it back. Did you observe? It was here for hip rotation. When I take it to front and back bending, I take it here. And the elbow comes closer. It was not like this. It is now like this. So I'm showing the side view. You don't have to turn. You just stay in the same way. The feet is apart. Inhale, bend back. Exhale, bend forward. Put the head down also. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, the hand moves back. Exhale, the hand comes a little side when I bend forward. 5 times, okay? Inhale, back. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, back. And exhale, down. Then inhale, stand up. When I exhale, what do? I keep my feet together and bring the hands on the knee. That's in one exhalation. Then I rotate the knee. 1. 2. I'm showing side view. You don't have to turn. 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3. I'm observing my knee. 4. All the side. 5. 5 plus 5. Then inhale, stand up. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhaling, take the left foot in the air. Little in front. Now ankle rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the leg down. Inhale, take the other leg, right leg. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. I'm observing my ankle. 4. Not looking at it, but 5. If I look at it, I will fall down. 1. Because I will not get balance. 2. So I'm looking forward. 3, 4. But I'm feeling my ankle. 5. Then drop the leg down. Now you have completed almost the joint loosening. Now we are going to, all these are loosening practices. I walk back a little on the mat. So I start from the back side. Inhaling, take the left foot front, 4 feet, and catch your waist. So you can see how much did I take? Almost 4 feet. So if those who are practicing with me, take that and catch the waist. While exhaling, I have to bend both the knees. So look at the back heel lifted up. Inhale straight, exhale. This is called forward lunging. Inhale straight, exhale, bend both the knee, but you should not kneel down. Inhale straight, exhale, bend. Inhale straight, exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, straight, and exhale, bend. Now stay there for some time. 1, 2, you can see this side is pulling. 3, the bottom of your thigh. 4, 5. Inhale, straight, exhale, walk forward. You can put your hands down. Then exhale, take the left leg back. Same distance, approximately 4 feet. Now that's done with an inhalation. So exhale, bend, your right leg is bending. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Back heel is lifting. Inhale, straight. One more time. Exhale, bend. Stay there. 1, 2, forward lunging. 3, this side will stretch. 4, 5. Inhale, straight. Exhale, walk forward. Put your hands down. Then turn to your own left. So I am standing facing the longer edge of the mat. So the mat is spread like this. Now, side lunging. Keep your legs again 4 feet distance away. And bring the arms in front, parallel to the floor. Take an inhalation here. Exhale, sit half on the left leg, side lunging. Inhale, straight. Exhale, right side. Inhale, straight. Exhale, left. Inhale, straight. Exhale, right. One more time. Inhale, straight. Exhale, left. Stay there. 1, 2, 3. Side lunging. 4, 5. Inhale, straight. Exhale, right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, straight. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, reduce the distance between the legs to about 3 feet. While exhaling, turn and jump. So I have to turn and jump to the front of the mat. Now all of you sit. Sit with your back relaxed. Keep your hands in the back, legs in front. Gently shake your legs. Now coming to sitting loosening practice. So put your chin down. Rotate your neck. 1. All side. 2. Tilt your head. 3. 4. One more round. 5. Inhalation and exhalation. Change. 1. 2. Try to go with the numbers. 3. So even if you finish early, take 1 or 2 extra round. 4. There is no need to go faster than this actually. 1 more round. 5. So we finished neck rotation. Now Bhu Namanasana. Next sitting loosening, Bhu Namanasana. These are all new loosening practices. Okay. Inhale, bring the arms in front, parallel to the floor. Sit erect, okay? Don't round your back. Bring the chest up, bring the hands in front. This is inhalation. Exhale, twist your body to the left, touch your forehead on the left side ground, like this. Put it down. Good. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, twist to the right. You will touch your forehead on the back side ground. Back side, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, Bhu Namanasana. Bhu Namana means bowing to the earth. So you have to bend, keep your full palm on the floor and touch your forehead on the sideways ground. Okay, that side. Sit up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, left. 3 times each. Now stay there for some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, sit up, hands in front. Exhale, twist to the right side, Bhu Namanasana. 1, 2, forehead touch. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, sit up, hands in front. Exhale, put your hands down. So that is Bhunamanasana. So sitting loosening, only two things, neck rotation and Bhunamanasana. Now, lying down loosening. So just lie down, okay? After that, raise both the legs 90 degrees above the floor. Both the legs. And then do cycling practice. 1, 2. So your knee should also move. 3. 4. Imagine you're actually cycling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try to make good circles. 10. Now change opposite side. 1, 2, 3. Just reverse. Even your feet will move. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stop with the legs bent in the air. Okay. So I don't put your leg down. So this is stopped. Now inhaling, interlock your fingers behind your head and lift your head up. You saw this? This is done with an inhalation. Exhale, touch your left elbow on the right knee. Change, right, left. Change, right. Change, left. Change, right. Change, left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Change, right. Change, left. Change, right. Change, left. 2 more rounds. Change, right. Change, left. 1 more. Change, right. And change, left. Inhale, head down. Exhale, release your hands and legs. What is that called? Bicycle crunches. Okay. So that is the exercise for warming up your core muscles. After this, inhale, take the right arm over your head, bend your left leg. Exhaling, turn to the ground to the right side. After turning around, press your palm by the floor, by the chest on the floor. Inhale, come to cat position. When you're exhaling, turn around to the front. Okay. Now, go this one, threading the needle. Last loosening practice. So inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Look at that hand. Exhale, insert this arm between the other hand and the knee and put your head down, head and shoulder. Inhale, up. Look at the hand again. Push and raise this left arm. Standing toes, okay? Exhale, insert. So this arm should go inserted, threading the needle. Like that. Shoulder down, head down. Inhale, 3. Exhale, insert. Inhale, 4. Raise the hand up. Exhale, insert. Threading the needle. 1 more. Inhale, 5. Stay there. 1, 2. Raise the hand. 3. Stretch it up. 4, 5. Exhale, insert. Insert. Put your shoulder down, head down. 1, 2. Insert it straight on the mat. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come to cat position and exhale the breath. You can see other side how I'm going to keep the hand. Inhale, right hand up. Reach it up. Exhale, insert the arm straight on the floor. Put the head down, shoulder down. So the other elbow will be 90 degrees only. Observe it. Inhale, up. Raise the hand up. Exhale, threading the needle. Inhale, 3. Rise up. Push the other hand. Exhale, insert. Keep the hand straight on the floor. Okay. Inhale, 4. Reach up. Exhale, insert. So this elbow is bending 90 degrees. You can see that. Inhale, 5. Now stay there for a while. 1, 2. You can see standing toe. 3. Not sleeping toe. 4, 5. Exhale. Thread the needle. Stay there. 1, 2. Put your head down, shoulder down. 3. This arm straight. 4. This arm bending 90 degree. 5. Inhale, come to cat position and exhale the breath. Now, take an inhalation. You're going to do elbow plank. So take an inhalation first. On the exhalation, keep the elbow down and interlock your fingers. Interlock, make a fist, both the palm. That's an exhalation. Now, inhale, lift your legs up and make a mountain on the elbow, like this. Okay, lift your leg up. On the exhalation, walk back and come to elbow plank. Elbow plank. 1, maintain the pose. 2, 3, straight legs. 4, look forward. 5, normal breathing. 6, 7, try to maintain. 8, it's an elbow plank. 9, try to keep it center position. 10, exhale, knee down. Now inhale, come to cat position by pushing the ground with your palms. And the exhalation, lift your knee backwards, go to mountain. Now stay there for a while. 1, 2, normal breath, look towards the navel. 3, 4, lengthen the back, pushing the ground. 5, step forward, only one step, okay, both the legs, one step should reach between the hands. So I take one foot and the other foot. That's all required. So from these mountains, how do I come? Don't do all these things. So just keep your leg there, one step between the hands, other step between the hands. That's done with an inhalation. When the exhalation, try to just fold your body into the legs. Now inhale, stand up, take your arms up sideways. Join at the top, look at your thumbs. Then exhale, bring the hands down sideways. Relax. So that completes loosening practices. It takes about 12 to 13 minutes. The loosening practices are completed. Any doubts on loosening practices? Anybody? You can speak up. I can explain. Otherwise, I'm going to Surya Namaskar. Okay, done. So we go to Surya Namaskara now. I've got a little space limitation. This side is the wall. So some of my arm movements which are towards the wall may be little short. So Samastiti. From here, we start with Surya Namaskara. First, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, take your arms sideways up. Exhale to heart center. Close your eyes, take in breath. Om. Together. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham tattvam pushanna pavrano satya dharmaya drishtaye. Inhale, take your eyes open. Exhale, look at the nose. Okay, hereafter, the breathing will be Ujjayi breath. So let me take one breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. Now I'll do 2 rounds of this month. It is Soham, Surya Namaskara and Ashtanga A. Ekam, inhale, raise your arms and bend back. Dve, exhale, bend forward.
2. Inhale, left leg back.
Chin up. 4. Exhale, other leg back.
Plank. Pancha. Inhale, knee down. Exhale, sit back. Shat. Inhale, come on the knees. Exhale, knee, chin, chest. Sapta. Sweep the toe. Inhale, upper body lift. Ashta. Exhale, lift your back. Nava. Inhale, left foot front.
Chin up. Dasha.
Exhaling, right foot. Ekadasha. Inhale, stand up, stretch your arm. Dvadasha. Exhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Second round. Ekam. Inhale, raise your arms up and back.
3. Exhale, fold.
Obla. 3. Right leg back. Long step. Inhale, chin up.
Fingertips on the mat. 4.
Exhale. Plank. Pancha. Inhale, knee down. Exhale, sit and fold. Shat. Inhale, come up. Standing toe. Exhale, knee, chin, chest. Sapta. Point your toes back. Inhale, lift your upper body.
Head last.
Ashta. Exhale, lift your back. Nava. Right foot front, between the hands. Inhale, chin up.
No hands.
Dasha. Exhale, walk forward. Ekadasha. Inhale, stand up, stretch back.
Dvadasha.
Om Ravaye Namaha. So I'm just cutting here. So this is the first 10 rounds. Will be Soham Surya Namaskara. Last 2 rounds will be Ashtanga A Surya Namaskara. So I'm going to do that now. 1 round I will do. Then we will stop to check any points of discussions. Samasthiti. Feet together, hands tight. Ekam. Inhale, arms up through the sides.
Join your palm and look at your thumbs. Like that. So you have to put your head back. 3. Exhale, bend forward.
The hand will come sideways. 3. Inhale, head up. Lift your head up. So some people are stopping here. Try to lift your head up. Look towards your eyebrow. Chatwari. Step back, both the legs. Exhale, go down. Pancha. Inhale, lift your upper body. Shat. Exhale, lift your back. Now in this position, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 breath is over. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Three. 4. 1 more breath. Breathing with sound. Five. Sapta. Look between the palm. Inhale, walk forward, head up. Chin up, chin up. Concave your back. Ashta. Exhale, head on the knee. Looking at the nose. Nava. Inhale, stand up, hands up through the sides.
Look at your thumb.
Samastiti. Exhale. Looking at the nose. Then mantra comes. So this is called Ashtanga A Surya Namaskara. What are the differences? One is when you take the arm up, there is no bending back, right? The arms are taken sideways up and you have to look at your thumbs. Whereas when you do the previous Surya Namaskara, the arm goes front and back. There is a back bending. In Ashtanga A, there is no back bending. So this A Ashtanga will be done 2 rounds. So any doubts on this month's Surya Namaskara? Anybody? You can quickly ask.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah, please speak out.
sir, after in Ashtanga A, after you bend down, when you walk your leg back,
Yeah.
and then you go down to,
Yeah.
is it Chaturangasana?
Yeah. You can do Chaturanga, or if you cannot do Chaturanga, you can do Ashtanga Surya Ashtanga Namaskara. You can do that.
Without the knees.
Yes. You can do either of that. Whichever you like, you can do. Nothing wrong in doing either of it.
Okay.
Okay, so I hope there are no other questions. So 8-10 rounds of Soham Surya Namaskar. There is one Shashankasana only, and 2 rounds of Ashtanga A Surya Namaskar. Then after that we do keeping the feet apart, keep bringing the hands on the eyes, opening the eyelids and rotating the eyes and all. So that's common. We are doing every month. Eye rotations clockwise, anti-clockwise, then nose focus, near focus and far focus. All that will be done. And then after that we go to standing asanas. We do this month Parshakonasana, Parivarta Parshakonasana, Ardha Kati Chakrasana, Uddita Hasta Padangushtasana, 4 asanas. So I start from the left side of my mat, Samastiti. So I take an inhalation here. So observe the steps, okay? How many steps we take, how many breaths we take. So here, before taking the right leg out, 1 inhale has to be taken. So my inhale is over. On the exhale, I will take my right leg back, right leg out. What is the distance? Approximately 4 to 4.5 foot. This is done with an exhalation. Exhale is over. Now inhaling, I turn my right foot and look over my shoulder. The body does not turn. Only the right foot is turned and the neck is turned. This is done with an inhalation. I'm explaining because so when I'm explaining, my breath will not synchronize because it's not in one flow. Now exhaling, I have to bend this leg and keep the right hand down on the floor. I keep this right hand down. So those of you who cannot keep it properly, you can use a brick like this. So it will be easier. So this is done with an exhalation. Then inhaling, stretch the left arm over the left ear. So you can see this is Parshakonasana. Now I start exhaling. Now inhale. So you can see the arm, body and the leg is making one line. Exhale. Look at the tip of the hand. Inhale. One more breath. Exhale. Now inhale, all of you. On the exhalation, bring this hand back, your left hand. And look down. Okay, look down on the ground, on this hand. Now inhaling, stand up. That's the waist. So, but looking to that side. Exhale, turn forward. So this foot turns, your drishti turns. Now inhaling, turn the other foot out and look over the other shoulder. On the exhalation, repeat the same. So bend this knee, keep the left arm on the floor. If you're using a brick, you can keep the brick. Brick is easy, with the bricks it's easy. You'll not feel much difficulty in doing this. So this is inhalation. I exhale, bend the knee, keep the left hand on the brick. And then inhaling, stretch the right arm on the right ear. So you can see the length of the body, the arm and the leg, all that will be one line. Now take the last inhale there. Exhale, bring the hand back, look down. You can catch this hand on the waist. Pancha, shut, inhale, stand up, look to that side only. Shut, exhale, turn forward. So, Parsha Konasana is over. Now, Parivarta Parsha Konasana. Inhale, turn the right foot. This time, the full body turns to that side. Earlier, I was looking only. Now, the body turns. That's inhalation. On the exhalation, bend this knee. Previously, what did I keep? I kept my right hand. You remember? Now, I have to keep my left hand on that side. So, I have to twist the body and keep the left hand. That will be done with an exhalation. So I bend the knee, twist the body, and keep my left hand on the brick on the right side of the leg or on the floor. Then inhaling, stretch the right arm. Like that. You will see that I will twist and do it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more breath. Exhale. And inhale. Stretch that hand. Now exhaling, bring the hand back. The twist is not removed. Now inhale, stand up, untwist the body. But you are facing that side. Exhale, turn forward. And now the same is repeated on that side. So inhale, turn to the other side. The full shoulder has to turn. Did you observe the full body turns to that side? Exhaling, bend this knee. Keep the right hand on the left side. Either on the brick or on the floor. Bend the knee properly. Now inhaling, stretch the left arm on the left ear. Try to make a 90-degree bend. Your arm should be over the ear. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, turn. Inhale, walk a little inside. Exhale, turn and jump to Samasthiti. That's it. So did you observe? Somebody's chatting. Chatting is not there. No chatting, please.
Not chatting.
Yeah. It will unnecessarily spoil the recording and all. Okay, so what did we do now? Parsha Konasana, Parivarta Parsha Konasana. We will complete all the standing asanas. Then we will discuss if there is a doubt. So I have completed side facing asanas. Now I am facing forward. Take a few breaths, keeping the feet apart, hand loose. Again, Samasthiti. Keep your feet tight, hands tight. Uttita hasta pada angushtasana. Ekam. Inhale, bend your left leg, hook the big toe. This is inhalation. Try to balance. On the exhalation, try to straighten the leg. That's all. Inhale. Exhale. Look at one point. Inhale. Exhale. One more. and exhale. Now inhaling, just bend your leg. Exhaling, put the leg down and also down. Let me explain this. See, when you take the leg up, it is okay to keep the knee bent. Instead of straightening the leg and bending the body, I'll show you the wrong practice. First wrong practice is this. Don't catch your leg from outside. Never do this, your knee will twist. So hook your toe, your arm should be inside, the knee outside. Like this. You should not catch it like this. Hook the toe, like this. Now, how do you hook the toe? So you can see here, these two fingers will go inside the first and second finger, like this. See these two fingers, right? The index finger and the middle finger. That will go inside the big toe and the second finger. Hook it like that. Okay. So I inhale, bend and hook it. Don't bend the body. Don't do this. Only. So you have to lift the leg up and hook it. Then while exhaling, straighten it front and up. It's not like this. Don't do it like this. It will damage your back. If you do this, your back pain will start. You have to lift it up, keeping the back and this other leg straight. So I lift, hook the toe with an inhalation. Here, it's okay to keep it like this, no problem. Back should not bend. This leg and the back should not bend. If you are not able to straighten the leg, stay like this. It's okay. After a week or two or a month or two, it will become like that. Then it will come this much. Then it will straighten up. Now you can see the leg is almost in the level of my shoulder. This is the asana I am talking about, not this. This asana, if you do, back pain will start. If you do like this, it will benefit you, like this. Inhale, bend the leg. Exhale, put the leg down and also down. This asana is called Uttita Hasta. Uttita means elevated. Hasta Padangushtasana. Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana. That's over. Now coming up, Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Last standing asana. Samastiti. Ekam. Inhale, take the left arm sideways up. Straighten and lift that left side of the body. On the exhalation, bend to the right. So did you observe? I moved the hip that side to take the arm this side. I did not do like this. So there is no such asana. You have to push the hip there, bring the body here, like that. Exhale. So pure side bending. Don't bend your elbow, wrist and all, don't do like this. Keep it straight. Your wrist, elbow, everything will be straight, looking front, not looking down. Now inhale. Exhale. See, I'm improving the depth and pushing the hip that side without bending forward. Now inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Same asana will be repeated on the other side. Inhaling, take the hand up. So lengthen this up. See, I did not stop here. I did not stop with the loose arm and the loose side. I tried to increase the length of this side. With that length, I am exhaling. You can see all these areas are now pulling. Because I did not bend forward like this. Neither I bend back. It's a pure side bend, this way. Like that. We're keeping the feet together. Don't bend the wrist, don't bend the elbow. Wrist and elbow are straight. The opening will come on the side of the mouth. Now inhale, stand up. Lift that hand. Exhale, bring the hand down. That finishes all the standing asanas. Anybody, any clarification required on these three asanas? Four asanas. Parshvakonasana, Parivat Parshvakonasana, Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana, Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Any doubts? Otherwise, I go to the sitting asanas in one sequence.
Sir, can you give some tips to improve Parivarta Parshva Konasana?
Yeah, so one trick that you can use is from here. So when you keep this hand down, right, lift this heel up a little. I'm not saying fully lift up, you may lose the balance. So imagine the brick is here. So I have turned, inhaling, turned. When I exhale and twist the body to keep the right arm on the left side of the left foot, I exhale, look at the back heel. You see how I brought my shoulder? Once I bring it, I have to put this heel back. See, saw this. So I'll do this to bring my arm on this side so that I get little, that trick. Then I put this back. Then let's stress the arm. Like that. So this side of the chest has to come on the twisted position here. It should not be like this. Where is the twist here? No twist only. So try to bring this hand on the side by lifting the back heel a little. That's one trick that you can use.
Sure, sir. We'll try that.
Yeah. Any other questions on standing asanas?
Sir, in children's class, I could not do Parivarta Parshva Konasana.
So I have told you what you can do, you tell me that. You find out, no? Find out how can you do it. Focus on the action, twist the body properly, keep the brick if you want, all the techniques you have to use, and tell me what to improve. Yeah? Okay, then mine. Okay, good. Any other questions on standing asanas? Parshakona, Parivarta Parshakona, Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana. I told you don't do this, don't do this, do this, do this. This is all fine. This. This is not fine. Okay. Now, then I come to sitting position. I stay in Vajrasana. This month, what is the first, before going to complete sitting, midway through, last time we did Mandukasana. This time it is Atho Mukha Virasana. Atho Mukha means downward facing, Virasana, hero posture. So I come to Vajrasana. Inhale, spread your knees apart, about mat distance.
4 to 5, 48, 9.
Please mute yourself. Yeah. Spread your knees apart. So see, it has come to almost mat distance. On the exhalation, so I'm sitting in Vajrasana only, okay? My toes are pointed backwards. They are together, heels are away. But heels are not outside the buttocks. It is below the buttocks only. I'm not splitting the heels. So inhale, knees apart. On the exhalation, keep the forearm on the mat. Just close to the knees. Did you get that? That is the second step. Now inhale, stretch your arms in front without lowering the body. It's an inhalation to extend your spine. And then exhale and lay down between your thighs. So if it's possible to now, I can do that. If it's very tough, then you can put your forehead down like that. Now start here, start inhaling. Exhale. One, inhale again. Exhale. Now let me try a longer inhale. Count how many seconds I'm going to inhale. Now exhale. Done. Now inhale, head up. I lift my head only. I lift my chin up, head up, chest up. On the exhalation, draw the arms on the mat, breathe close to the knee. Exhale is over. Then inhale, sit up, keep your arms, hands on your thigh. On the exhalation, join your thighs. Dhyana Mudra. How many steps? 8 steps. Very good for back problems and all. It flattens your back, opens your thighs, bring a long back with a flat lower back. Okay, very good asana for back problems. It becomes flat, opens your groins, buttocks and all. So try, this is a very good, simple asana, very good asana. You find long arms, long backbone with opened thighs. It's a very good asana. Then inhaling, sit to any one side. On the exhalation, release the legs in front. Hands back, shake your legs. So that was Adho Mukha Virasana. Now, in one sequence, I will finish all the sitting asanas. Then we will speak. There are 4 asanas. First is Upavishta Konasana, Ushtrasana, Bharadwajasana, and Ubhaya Pada Angushtasana. 4 asanas. First is forward bending, then you have backward complementary asana, then you have a twisting asana, then one balancing asana, good for the core muscles and all. Samasthiti. I'm going to face forward. You don't have to do anything, just because I don't have space here to split my legs. Samasthiti. I sit straight with my back erect, arms straight, chest up, wide shoulder, looking front. What is this called? Anybody? Can you give me the name of this sitting straight position?
Dandasana.
Divya is there, Dandasana. Now, when I point my toes, my exhalation is over. Now, inhale, take the left leg out at least 60 degrees away from the center. At least 60 degrees. I hope I have space. Little limitation is there. Whatever possible, I'm doing. On the exhalation, take the right leg also 60 degrees away from the center. I sit a little inward so that you can see. So I took the left leg out with an inhalation, took the right leg out with an exhalation. So what is the angle between the legs now? Tanmay? This is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees. So what is the total angle now? Tanmay?
20 degree. 60, 70.
60 plus 60 degree. Total how much? Thinking, huh? No maths, huh? 120 degree, no, 65 degree from this side, 60 degree this side, total 120 degree. Okay, so I have inhaled and I have exhaled. Now the third step is inhalation. Take the arm up and turn to my left leg. So I inhale, take the arm up and turn my orientation to left leg. Now I'm going to exhale and go to that leg, chin on that knee. Like that, looking at the toe. What is that inhalation? First one. 1. Inhale. So as per your own capability, how much ever distance you can make, with that you have to do. 2. One more. Last exhale is over. 3. So this leg doesn't change. This leg doesn't change, only the body changes. Now inhale, sit up, hands up to the sky. Sitting long, look at my arms and the back. Exhale, keep the hands behind your back. Inhale, arm up and turn to the other side. So look at my toe, the toe is pointed to me, not in front. On the exhalation, I marry my right leg. So I do it interlocked here and reach long. See, the travel is front and down like that. So don't do like this. Like this bit. Don't do it. Try to reach front. Even if you are not able to bring the body down, it's fine. Reach front. Try to touch the toe. This is fine. Keep your chin forward, not downward. Forward, 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 forward. The body has to start moving from here, from the navel, not from the head. Don't bring the head down first. Bring the navel first on this thigh. The navel, like that. Navel. Navel is touching. So bring the chin front. Don't dig, no diving like this. Extend. Inhale. See, I'm looking at my toe. I'm going closer there. And exhale. Chin down. Chatpancha. Inhale. Sit up. Arms up. Turn forward. Shut. Exhale. Hands down. Behind the back. Inhale. Arms up again. Straight up. I come on the sit bone. Then exhale. Bend forward. Both the toe catch and navel bring it to the floor like that. Whatever possible. See my chin coming front. Like that. Inhale. Both of these I'm catching. Exhale. Whatever possible. Inhale. See now our thighs are completely open. Exhale. Finally, I try to make a good depth. Okay, so actually I'm completely lying down. My navel is also touching the floor. Just because of practice, that's all. Now, inhale, sit up, hands up. Sideways come up. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Why is it so fast, Siddhartha? How did I bring it? From here? That is yoga. This is not yoga. Now inhale, bring the left leg inside. Exhale, bring the right leg inside. Sit straight. Inhaling, fold both the legs to the left side. On the exhalation, sit in Vajrasana. I turned because I want to show you. You don't have to turn. Then inhale again. See how the chest lifted up, inhalation. Exhale. Inhale, stand up on the knees. 1 foot distance between the knees, catch your waist. 3 knee. What is coming up now? Ushtrasana. Exhale, bend back, pushing the hip and catch your heels. Ushtrasana, camel. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Teeth together. 2. 3. Inhale, stand up, catch your waist. Join the knees, exhale and sit down. Inhaling, sit to the left of your feet. So I sit left, my feet is on the exhalation, release both the legs in front of you. Samasthiti. Bharadwajasana. Ekam inhale, fold both the legs to the left side and make a plus sign here. See this? How did I make a plus? So this shin bone will be resting on this foot. So left shin on the right foot. Both the knees in front. The knees will not go there. The feet is taken on the side, making a plus sign here. And then on the exhalation, twist to the body to the right. Like this. Don't lean, push and twist. This way. This hand will be below the right knee. Bulge your chest without leaning this way. Pushing and rotation. Breathing into the outer lungs. Exhale. See, I can feel the catch on my side of the waist. One more breath, let me take. Turn your body. That's good. Now inhale, look forward, release the hands. On the exhalation, release the legs. Now inhale, fold both the legs to the right side. So your knees are in front, right shin will be resting on the left foot. On the exhalation, left hand back, right hand below the left knee and twist the body. So you see that this action, Am I clear on my action? I'm not doing this. Not this. Keeping this pushed, this hand, I open the chest like that. I bulge it and twist back. And look, turn the neck elegantly. Keep in the hand. You can keep the brick also like this if you want. Whichever possible. Now inhale, look forward, release the hands. On the exhalation, release the legs in front. To Samasthiti. Last asana in sitting position, Ubhaya Padangushtasana. Ubhaya means both. Padangushtasana means big toe posture. Samasthiti. Ekam, inhale, fold both the legs to the groin, hook the big toe. Hook the big toe. Inhalation. So first you can fold it. While exhalation, you can hook it. Straighten the back a little. And Dvi, inhaling, lift your legs up and balance on your sit bones. Straight legs. Did you see that? First exhalation for balancing. Now inhale, look up. Back little more straighter. Ubhaya Pada Angushtasana. So there is a point on the buttocks where you will not get much pressure on the tailbone. So if I go like this, tailbone is loaded. See this? So don't round your back. Don't do this. See the difference in my action. See, if you do this, your tailbone will pain with the rounded back. If you do this, it will not. Now see, my back is straight and the weight is not tailbone. It's on my buttocks, on my sit bone. Okay. Last inhalation. Exhale, keep the hands down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, keep the leg down. To Samasthiti. Now, relax. And then going to lying down asanas. Which are the asanas I did? Upavishta Konasana, left leg, right leg, center. Ushtrasana, camel posture, complementary asana. Bharadwajasana, father of Dronacharya. And Ubhaya Pada Angushtasana, balancing on the sit bones and the buttocks. So that asana you should be careful. Let me do a modification of that. Those who cannot straighten the legs without rounding the back, you should do like this is enough. This is enough. This is enough. My back is not. Yeah. चलेगा चलेगा ये मत करो ये करेगा बैक पेन चालू होगा so sit on the buttock when you lift your leg up keep your back straight so the weight should not go back see the weight is in front front gradually I have to straighten the leg in front I should not lean back I mean this don't do this. If you do this, you'll get back pain. If you do this, you'll improve your back. Balancing on the sit bones. Ubhaya Padangushtasana. Inhale. Exhale. Hands back. Any doubts on sitting asanas? Anybody? Otherwise,
Adhomukha Virasana.
Yeah, which one?
Adhomukha Virasana. Can you do this with the bricks, sir? Is it possible to do with bricks?
Where will you keep the bricks? Below your hips?
Yes.
May not be very easy, not sure. Because when you split your leg, I have not tried that. Because
We
you're
do Virasana with bricks, no? So can we do this also with bricks is what I was...
the feet is below the buttocks, so you can try. Let me see. I think it works. I think you can do it that also. If you, but the effect of that flatness will not work properly. You know, when you because your buttocks is elevated, you will not get a proper flatness when you do.
Only reason why I'm checking is because I tend to lift my hip when I'm not on the bricks. So I was checking if with bricks I can do so that I can minimize that issue.
Well, why I said was, see, you are able to sit in Vajrasana, right?
Yes, sir. Vajrasana is not a problem.
In this Adho Mukha Virasana, we are not keeping the heels outside the buttocks. We are keeping in Vajra position only. You are not required to bring your feet outside. So keeping in Vajrasana, you just open your thighs. So your feet is below, just like the bricks, your feet is below your buttocks.
Then exhale, I go down, right? So it is not outside my buttocks.
But your hip will not move up, no?
No, no, it won't go up. You can see it comes like this. It is already lifted up because of the heel below the buttocks. See, the heel is below, no? Like this.
Got it, sir. Got it.
So ideally, you don't require a brick there actually.
If you find it tough, you can do that, no problem. It is not going to hurt you, definitely. I mean, it's not going to make an injury, okay? It will, if it helps, you can use.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to sleeping asanas. Now, that's Ubhaya Padangusthasana, which I showed you, that is very carefully how to do it. Some of you may roll back. It's okay, you're not going to get injured and all. But what I'm giving as a caution point is that don't round the back. Don't make a curved backbone while doing that. Try to lengthen and reach up, keeping the back as much straight as possible. Do not do this. If you do that, you will get back pain and all. Otherwise, it will improve your back. Okay, so that caution you have to keep it in your mind. Are you ready? Can we go to the lying down asanas?
Sir,
Yeah.
in the asana where you spread your legs 120 degrees,
Yeah.
when you go down, any tips on how to do that, sir? Because it's just not happening for me.
Are you able to spread your legs far?
No.
Okay, how much is it coming? Like maybe 30 this side, 40 this side?
Yeah, must be total of 60, 70.
That's fine. So start with that. Okay, and there is a specific way most of the people have got the body structure in specific manner, right? That has happened due to heredity. Some people the arms are long, some people the legs are long. Heredity is there. Then with age, passing by, let it be children or adults, we have our body shape in certain way. So we cannot change that within a few weeks or months or maybe years also. Take time. So the tip that I gave you, you have to, don't forget that. So when you keep your legs away, let it be 30 degrees this much. See, now I have shortened my leg, correct? It was wider earlier. Now, so when I bent, try to face my body towards that leg. So don't go like this. One arm short, one arm long, like that. So try to turn this side. So from the center, you turn to that side with the arm, keeping the toes pointed to you. Try to bring the stomach first. First this, then head. So try to lead your chin front like that. So it's okay to stay like this. When you do like this, the bottom of the leg stretches, the back becomes longer. So all these are most of the asanas, these important tips you know. Try to take the body forward, and then don't worry about head coming. Worry about the navel coming. You may not be able to catch here, so you can catch here. But your chin can come like this. Try to bring the stomachs after 2 weeks, this much. Then I can hold a little more longer without bending the body, little more longer. Then my chin is coming front. Finally, I will be able to keep like this, right? So you start from here. Okay, from the lower.
Elbows on the floor. I can try like that, you see.
Yeah, you can do that. Elbows. Again. Similarly, so bring this first. I told you, when I was showing that.
Yeah.
Similarly, when you bend forward, reach front.
Okay.
Front long, chin front. Like that. Bring from here.
Okay.
It will come with experience.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Otherwise, you go to Sarvanga Hala, Sukta Konasan, Baddha Konasan, Jattara Parivartasan, Matsya Chakra, Pavana Dhanura, Hanuman Balasana Parvatas. So I'm going to complete all the supine sequences in one shot.
So some of the asanas I may change the direction because of space limitations. Pardon me for that. It's because of the space problem. Next is Sarvangasana, Halasana, Supta Konasana, Baddha Konasana, Jatra Parivartasana returning. 5 to 6 minutes. I will be showing quickly. Inhale, take the arms over the head. Long back. Exhale, point your toes. Now you can see my stomach is extended. When I pointed my toes and took my arm up, no, now my back is long. Will not get hurt. So people don't do this itself. This itself is an important position. That is Samasthiti. Ekam, inhale, lift both the legs 90 degrees above the floor. Together. Look at my toe. How is it kept? The way is pointed upward, not like this. I'm taking the life there. On the exhalation, I gracefully bring my hands down, depending on my own capability. See how I brought my hands down with grace. Now, inhaling, roll up on the back, lift your hips and support your back. Now I start exhaling. Elbow close to each other. 1. Squeezing the legs. Locking the anus. 2. Course corrections. 3. Now exhale to Halasana. 1 exhalation. Inhale, interlock the palm on the floor. Exhale. 1. 2. 3rd exhale, I support my back. Now I don't have space here, so I will show you the next asana in another position. I hope I will be able to do. So where was I? Little more space I need. I was like this, correct? On the last exhale, I support my back. 3rd of that exhale. Now here, open the legs there, V shape. Supta Konasana. Exhale. Now again catch the toes. Fingers. Exhale. Again here. On the tail of that inhale, I support my back. Now exhale, I walk my legs center. Inhale, come back Sarvangasana. Exhale, bring the hips down. Again, I'm turning. So where am I now? I reached here, right? The arms are side of the waist. Now, inhaling, open the arms sideways. On the exhalation, take both the legs to the left hand, Jatra Parivartasana. Keep it on the floor. Inhale, look at the other hand. Exhale. 1. Widen the arms. 2. Look up, inhale, bring the legs together back 90. Without lifting the hands. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, look at the left hand. Exhale. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale. After 3 breaths, inhale, bring the legs together without bending the knee.
So I have to push this arm, then only it will come up. Exhale, bring the hands down side of the thigh. Inhale, take the arms over the head. I turn again. Exhale, 80. 70. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 0. Inhale in the position. Exhale, hands down. Relax in Shavasana. Any clarifications? This takes about 5 to 6 minutes. Maybe around 5 minutes is enough. This is image sequence. Yeah.
Supta Konasana, do you place your palm underneath your feet or do you hold the feet? What is that we do?
Catch your toe in that Supta Konasana. Like this. I was like this, right? The space problems there. So I was in Halasana. I caught my toe like this. I was in Halasana like this. I open my leg. I catch my toe. You can see I catch the toe. Both the legs I catch like this. In Supta Konasana.
Got it, sir.
Sir, after Sarvangasana,
Ardha Konasana was there. So here, after coming to this one, you also have to do that Namaste position, this one. Yeah. Somebody was asking something.
yes, sir. After Sarvangasana, to go to Halasana,
Yeah.
is it possible to support your legs on a wall or something to practice?
Yeah, see, what you can do is, instead of wall, if you have some, either some bolster or a sofa, which is a little higher than the ground level.
Okay.
Keep your legs on that. If it's a bolster, like a round bolster or something, big one,
Okay.
round, you keep your feet on that. So you take that support. So, and when you are improving, you can push that bolster backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you can keep your two pillows here, right? I'm using pillow. It should be placed properly so that the distance is correct. Like that you keep it. You can see here.
Okay.
Gradually you'll find that you're able to go deeper and then you can take it like this way, you can keep it.
Yes, sir. I will try this again.
Yeah.
So in my case, my legs don't go that low. They're still mostly in that straight up position, and then I'm a little scared to bring them down because I lose my balance.
Okay, what you can do is keep do it just near the sofa. You see the sofa level will be this much, no? I think I have seen Shilin doing that. Shilin is there in the class today. Shilin, are you there? Or anybody who does on the sofa? I mean, just keep the leg a little high level. If you sleep, I mean, when that Sarvangasana starts, no, you can move the mat so that you can come a little towards the sofa. Your sofa will be on the head side. Your leg will be here. So when you put the leg up and take the leg down, keep it on the sofa.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can try that. That's a good idea.
I've seen, I think Shilin does that. Some people do that. So that completes inversions. Then the back bending sequence, Matsyasana, Chakrasana, Pavanamuktasana, Dhanurasana, Hanumanasana. That's the last sequence. I'm going to do all of them in one set. And then we'll stop for pranayama. Otherwise, we'll not get time. Back bending sequence, Samasthiti. Inhale, keep your legs together. Hands close to the body, palm on the mat. Exhale the breath. Point your toes. Now inhaling, insert the arms below the buttocks. With the arms. Then exhale the breath. Point your toes. Now inhaling, lift your upper body on your elbow. Exhaling, look at the toe, then exhaling, put the head there. That is Matsyasana. After 3 breaths, inhale, head up. Exhale, body down. Inhaling, remove the hands outside the buttocks. And exhale. Direct Chakrasana. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, point your toes. Inhale, bend both the legs. Keep it shoulder distance apart on the mat. Exhale, press the palms by the side of your ears on the floor. Inhaling, push the floor, lift up Chakrasana. First breath. Last inhalation. Look deeper. Exhale, come down. Inhale, release the legs. Exhale, put the hand down. Inhale, right arm over your head, bend your left leg. Exhale, sorry. So here after that you relax, right? Take 2 or 3 breaths. Shavasana position. We'll finish the sequence, then we will talk. Now Pavana Muktasana. Samasthiti. Keep your legs together, hands close to body, palm on the mat. Exhale, point your toes. Inhaling, bend both the legs, hug the knees. On the exhalation, head up, chin on the knee. That's it. So in inhale, I keep my head directly away. When I exhale and hug the knee completely. Two. 3. Inhale, head down. Exhale, release the legs. Inhale, right arm over your head, bend your left leg. Exhale, turn around. Hold your arms below the head. Exhale, relax. Take long breaths here. After 3 breaths, inhale, stretch your arms in front. Exhale, keep the legs square. And touch your ankles. Then inhale, lift your chest and thighs in the air. Start a little low initially. One. Two. Three. Exhale. Inhale, release the leg.
Exhale, come to Makarasana. Keeping the other side, take 3 breaths. Inhale, keep your palm by the chest. Exhale, keep your head together. Inhale, come on the knees and hands. Exhale, turn around. Inhale, keep the knees together. You can use the bricks. Hanumanasana. Knees together, feet together, sleeping toe. Exhale, be ready. Now Hanumanasana. Inhale, step the left foot front. Between your hands. On the exhalation, slip the leg forward. Yeah, standing bricks are better for this. Try to split your legs. Hanumanasana. One more breath. 3. Inhale, walk back. Only to the hand. And exhale, go to cat pose. Same thing on the right leg also. After exhalation, inhale in this position, keep your bricks away. Exhale, sit in Vajrasana. Inhale. Exhale, you can go to Balasana. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, interlock your finger. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky. 3 breaths there. Line up your back. After 3 breaths, exhale, hands down. Then lie down in Shavasana. So that was the last sequence. Mostly it is the back bending and the prone sequence. Any doubts on that sequence before we talk about pranayama?
Sir, how safe is it to use bricks for Urdhva Dhanuras? For the Urdhva Chakra, the Chakrasana.
Chakrasana, see, your hand may slip. If you are using that, you have to keep it close to the wall like this and lie down like this, and keeping the hand on the bricks, you can lift up. I've seen some people doing like this, keeping the brick on the wall. But otherwise, using bricks, Chakrasana, it may slip sometime. It's not recommended. You can keep your bricks like this on the wall and try to lift up in the learning stages.
Okay, sir.
We did Matsyasan, Chakrasan, Pavan Muktasan, Dhanurasan, Hanumanasana, Balasana, and Parvatasana. After that, we will be lying down. And this month, see, there is only one pranayama in the Kumbhak category, which can be done in reclined position, the lying down position. So we will try doing that this month. Ujjayi pranayama with lying down position. Okay. So after this, we will be lying down in Shavasana. After completing about 2 to 3 minutes of Shavasana, we will do Ujjayi in that position, then sit up and do Bhastrika pranayama. Okay, so Bhastrika this month we will do after Ujjayi. Ideally, you are supposed to do Bhastrika before that, but since we are lying down in Shavasana, after this we don't again come back, right? So we will do in this Ujjayi with simple, the same technique should be done. 8 seconds inhalation, 6 seconds internal holding, 8 seconds exhalation, 6 seconds external holding. When you do it in lying position, the effect of the Udhyana is very powerful. That's why I wanted to do in this position this month. So same technique comes. So I inhale. Then hold. Exhale. Hold stomach in. Inhale. Full breath. Hold it. Tonus long. Exhale. Hold stomach in. So like that, we will try to do 8 rounds. In lying down with J. Then after that, inhale right arm over your head, bend your left leg. On the exhale, turn to the right side. Push the left hand on the floor, inhale and sit up. Then sit in Vajrasana. We do the pranayama mantra, pranasedam vase sarvam. After that, Bastrika pranayama. Make fist on both the hands, thumb inside the fist, the fingers around your thumb, back of your wrist on your thigh. Chest breathing. The upper lungs, it's a stroke kind of breathing, not with the abdomen, which we did last month. This is more of chest. Like that. So this we'll be doing 70 rounds. It's called Bastrika Pranayama. After 70, keep your hands in Dhyana Mudra, just observe. It's a powerful chest breathing. See, even I did just about 5 to 10 rounds only. Now itself the lightheaded feeling came. After this, 7 rounds of Omkara. So A, U, Ma in one sound, one long exhalation. That will be done 7 times. After that, we rub the palms, move the hands through the face and body, bring like a book, open the eyes, look at your palm. Do namaskara, eye close. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently going down to the ground. Coming back. Now,
Bye, sir.
बाय नहीं हुआ है, बाय बाय बाद में आएगा और 15 मिनट बाकी है. Okay, now advanced asanas. Advanced asana,
there are in advanced class, there are two new asanas which are there. The different asanas are Ekapada Shirshasana. This comes in your this regular class advance also, and for in this one Vishwamitrasana, Padangushta Dhanurasana we have done. So Ekapada Shirshasana, I'm going to show you that. Then we will do I'll show you the Vishwamitrasana. Masthiti. Show my this leg. So this is the advanced asana. So initially you have to go carefully. Okay, you will not be able to put your head behind your neck. Not very easy. So so inhale, bring my leg up. So before that I'll do a forward bend. Otherwise, then only I should do this. So in this, it comes in that sequence only, forward bending sequence. Inhale, exhale. So Ekapada Shirshasana, as the name goes, Ekapada, one leg behind the head, Shirshasana. So I inhale, bend my right leg, bring it behind my shoulder first. With both the legs I bring it. On the exhalation, I try to bring it behind the neck. Carefully. Ekapada Shirshasana. After 2 or 3 breaths, inhale, take the leg up, straighten it, exhale, bring the leg down. That is Ekapada Shirshasana. This is the advanced asana for the month. So beginners, it is tough. So what you have to do, you just have to lift the leg up. Try to bring your shoulder in front of the knee. Just keep it like this. Initially, just practice this much. See, nobody, I have not done this in one day. Nobody can do it also. It's very difficult to do. I have taken several months or years to do this, correct? So nobody can do it. So you have to start somewhere. You can ये मेरे से नहीं होगा, ये होगा, ये मेरे ये तो होता ही नहीं है, नहीं होगा ना, होने का ही नहीं है. It should not happen now. If it's happening immediately, there's something wrong. Let it take 2 years, 3 years, no problem. Start somewhere. I'm not saying that you should do it completely. Just lift the leg, keep it here. That's it. So you can see how I'm keeping the leg behind my shoulder. इतना करेंगे, 1 महीना इतना ही करेगा. Your Dadara asanas will help you to reach here slowly. Then slowly I try to straighten the leg, correct? And slowly I use my hand, try to bring it back. And then you think after a few years it will happen. So start somewhere. This itself is the asana. That is enough to start with. Okay. That's called Ekapada Shirshasana. So I'm not telling that you should do it. That today itself, it will not happen. Now, what is the other advanced asana? Vishwamitrasana. So Vishwamitrasana will be done like this. So coming to mountain pose. Inhaling, I step my foot in front of the arm. I need a space little here. So I step my right foot in front of the right arm. I brought it in front. That's inhalation. On the exhalation, I put my shoulder below that thigh. Now inhale, lean on that leg and straighten this leg up. Then exhale, and then inhale, take the arm up. Vishwamitrasana. So as much as possible, try to straighten the leg, keeping the support. Exhale, hand down, leg down. Inhale, take the hand out. Then exhale to mountain pose. So that is Vishwamitrasana. Keeping the leg on the triceps just above your shoulder and straightening the leg up. That is called Vishwamitrasana. Any other questions from advanced? Anybody is there in the class today? I've got another, I think 8 minutes or 10 minutes. Yeah. Anybody from advanced classes that are attending the class today? Nobody. So any other queries?
Um,
How should we do Ujjayi breathing while inhaling? To do that.
I've taught some people, like when we fog the mirror, exhalation is quite easy. Like, so we do fogging the mirror, no, sometimes in childhood and we used to practice the same breath. The same sound, try to bring it while inhalation. Do it now, Siddhartha. Bring your hand in front. Bring your hand in front of your face. Now take a normal inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, making that sound. Now inhale also with the same sound. Here we'll be giving a. Are you able to get it or you're not?
Yeah, so while inhaling, it has to hit the back of the throat. The
Yeah.
air,
Yeah. It'll touch the upper palate. All that works with the mechanism on your throat. So what I showed you now is the mouth open breathing. But when you actually perform Ujjayi breathing, it will be done with closed mouth, as you know that. So the same technique. Same thing, you close the mouth. Yeah. So are you able to get it? So this, you have to learn this. Unless you learn this, no, you will get fully out of sync. You will not. Yeah.
I'm able to do inhaling properly for maybe 2 or 3 times, but then after that I get a little tired and then it.
Yeah. See, one, you have to decide in the mind, okay, whatever I'm practicing, I will not do that stretch more than what my breath is allowing you. Okay. That way you have to decide in your mind. So try to slow down your breathing, reducing the stretch for if you are doing particular asana. I'm not saying that you should completely relax and do it. There is an effort required while doing that asana, correct? But use that breath as the measurement. कि ये अगर breath मुझे allow नहीं कर रहा है, तो मैं वो आसन उतना नहीं करेंगे. So that kind of break you should have.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So I've told you, so the slower you breathe, the better. Okay, slow down. There are some people who extend the breath long and practice. That is far more superior. But when we are practicing in a group, we have to have some rhythm, for the entire class. So that rhythm is maintained through the breathing only. You can play around your breath. So instead of taking those 3 breaths, you can take 2 long breaths. That also can be done by lengthening your breathing. For example, now I'll show you some asana of this one. Say Trikonasana we are doing this month. Let me show you once with Trikonasana where I manipulate the breath and make it a little more slower. I hope you can hear my sound of breath. Samastiti. Exhale is over. Inhale, take the right foot out, 4 feet, 3 feet, catch your waist. Now, I'll slow down a little more. Now look at how I am manipulating now. Inhale is over. Exhale is over. So almost 8-second inhalation. Exhale is over. First inhale is over.
1. Eight-second inhalation. So I stood here for 30 seconds, but I took only 2 breaths. So I completed 2 breaths. So see how I'm manipulating. See, where is the control is in the mind. I'm taking that control. I decide that I will take only 2 breaths. Tomorrow I will decide I will take only 1 breath in Trikonasana. So I lead my breathing from my command, like that. On the tail of exhale, I look down. Now I slowly come up. I know my inhalation is going to take 8 seconds. So I come up slowly now. Inhale is over. Exhale is over. So you saw how I was controlling, how I managed that. So this skill has to come. When this skill comes, the full practice will be like a nice music. You will enjoy, and all the calming effect of yoga practices will come. So we are not relaxed. I mean, there is a stretch there, and I am trying to slow down everything with that stretch. That is how you have to blend your practice. A difficult asana done with slow breathing, right? Alert mind, but relaxed mind. We have to get that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for asking that question. I could explain the importance of breathing once again. Every class I normally explain. As I say, breath is the essence. So please get that in mind. Slow down your systems by slowing down your breath. Namaste. Thank you for all those who joined today's class. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.